believe Buffalo's going to win it, folks.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout.
We've seen why the Buffalo Bills are en route to the playoffs.
Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout.
Buffalo Bills go undefeated. And we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Now, baby, come on, come on.
No one
Come on
circles the
and
wagon
shout.
like the Buffalo Bills.
We live. We live. We live. We live. We are live and we are back. Listen, I want to welcome you to another edition of the Overdue Bills podcast, and we are glad to be here. You know why? Bills win! Bills win! You know, we got that young W, you know what I'm saying, in front of the whole world. And we're excited. We're excited. But listen. I'm here today with yours truly, our guy. He's back from pressing all that merch. Our guy. Yeah. Matty Ice, Matt the scammer, and I can't call him Matt COVID because Matt went to the game and he's negative. Matt, what's up with you, man?
Nothing much, man. And let me just say this. I'm personally not pressing this merch. For all of your inquiries about, other pants
leggings,
like that. I
sweatpants.
can't do that personally, but, we're working on getting other things in the mix, all right?
For sure. That's good. And my guy, Mike D, aka Frank Hay. Hey. Oh.
See, Mills didn't want to do it with me last week, Preach. I was by myself. I was looking like a fool last week.
We working with Mills, y'all. We working with Mills. Shout out to Rad. He taking a nap. And shout out to Mills. We told the people Mills is out, delivering stimulus checks. I know a few people are still upset about it. I don't know what's going on. I said Mills just bought his mother a new car, so you may or may not be getting it, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, 1 + 1 = 2 sometimes.
Yeah,
folks.
you do the math.
I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna get your Bills merch. You're gonna get your Overdue Bills merch before you get your stimmy.
Absolutely.
With me, at least.
Absolutely. But Matt, if you can be so kind, let the people know who we are sponsored by, man.
All right, man. This show and just this week and every week is brought to you guys by Buffalo Wing Kings. If it's two things the guys here at OBP know, it's Buffalo Bills football and wings. So they got 2 new locations opening up this month, and their Elmwood location is gonna finally have a hard reopening. But they got two new locations opening up in the University District on Main Street, and one in the Black Rock Riverside area on Niagara Street. Hit those guys up for the games coming up. We got a big game coming up. Hit them up for anytime you guys need some wings. Hit them up. Give them a call now at 716-248-1427 or stop by that Elmwood location at 484 Elmwood and find out why they say and we know they got the best wings in town, hands down.
Good. I'm glad Matt back on the show. I had to, do the rundown, do the read for, our sponsor, and it went a little crazy, but shout out to Matt, for having that queued up. And listen. What we need y'all to do right now is like and share this. We need y'all to like and share this. We want everybody in Buffalo and beyond to see this show because we about to get down to the nitty gritty. But listen, let me go here first because we got a little bit of housekeeping. Because here at the OBP, we do have contests going on, and we have some contest winners from the Bills Ravens game. Matt, yes. I know you got that queued up. Please let the people know who won the contest, and hopefully it's not one of your family members.
Nah, not this week, man. I keep on waiting for somebody to be spot on with this score. We haven't had one since the first week, which is kind of crazy, but the 2 winners this week, they were closest to the total yardage. We had our first winner, who was Chuck LeCount.
Hey,
oh, wow. Shout out to Chuck.
Shout out to Chuck.
Tech. Hi.
Chuck LeCount, he got one of our Overdue Bills tees, and then our second place is Jimmy Singh. He got the gift card. So shout out to both of them boys.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Congrats, boys.
Sing. They shut it down, Jim. But listen. Y'all know we start the show off with a quick question of the day. And listen, if you are in the comments, we love the fan engagement. Let us know what y'all want to talk about because I see y'all in there jumping right now. But quick question of the day. I think I got 2 questions, but I want to throw this out here to have a little fun since the Bills is doing, having this historic and amazing season. I want to play a little game of Would You Rather. Would you rather? And I need y'all in the comments to play with this. A little game of Would You Rather. And I'm going to go to Mike first. Mike, would you rather the pandemic end or the Buffalo Bills go to the Super Bowl?
Yo, what is going on?
Talk to me.
Shout out to Rad. Rad just texted the group. Rad is alive, everybody. So that's one situation handled. But of course, I would rather the pandemic end, right? If the Bills win, Buffalo will be super happy, right? It'll be good. What's called? It'll be it'll be super good for Buffalo, right? If the Bills won Super Bowl, right? But if the pandemic ended, that'd be good for everybody, right? Including people in Buffalo still. So obviously, but I mean, if you give me a couple of beers, I might change my mind.
I hear you. I'm glad Mike said that. And I'm on the fence because a lot of people they say 400,000 people have died in the last 5 weeks of the pandemic. But that's neither here nor there. We don't have to get morbid. So let me ask Matt, would you rather win $20,000 or the Bills win the Super Bowl?
Bills win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna make 20,000. What?
Chump change. That's merch.
Yeah.
That's merch.
Yeah. We don't want to get the numbers on merch. We don't want to get crazy on that.
Right.
Nah, easy.
I hear you.
Money is money. We're gonna make that Super Bowl victories, man. I'm taking that one for the team.
I'm with you. Last question. Yeah, me either. I'm taking 20,000. But last question. Listen, I need you in the comments to answer this one. Then we get into the nitty gritty. Would you rather, and this to both of y'all, have 10 extra days of PTO, and for those who do not work, it is paid time off, or the Bills go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, that's easy for me. Bills win. You said Bills go to Super Bowl?
Go to the Super Bowl.
Not win it. That's fine. Still go to the Super Bowl. I work from home, and so if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. For those that work from home, you know.
Yeah, I work 12, so I'm off 14 days. I'm off like almost half the month. So I'm taking definitely the Bills going to the Super Bowls.
All right, listen, y'all heard it first. Matt,
that's our middle class privilege showing. That's all that is.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
I do apologize to Tara Hogan who doesn't get PTO, but if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you know, you know. But listen. Let's get to this show. We got to get this Bills Ravens recap. And I appreciate everybody for answering. But before we get there, we got to talk about the merch. And let me put this picture up for the people so y'all can see. Listen. I put the cake up there. We taking orders on the cake. Rad is not on the show. Apparently, he built another show with his wife to be. Apparently, they doing the show themselves. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they doing a cooking show. Shout out to Tasteful Occasions. It's not a plug, but if you know, you know. But that's listen. We got stuff like that. We got cake. Listen, wait a minute. Don't listen. Never fear. The merch is near. If you need your merch, you see it right there. We getting the pack in. Shout out to Chapo. I got Matt. Shout out to El Jefe, El Dente. We got everything on the screen right there. Our guy Matt, he's handling the merch right now. He got that rolling. He getting everything out to the people. So listen, we still got a little bit of merch right now, but we getting another shipment for this game coming up. For the game coming up against the Chiefs, you got to get the merch right now. We can ship it out. We got people who work at the post office. They delivering stimmies and merch at the same time. Merch first. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So listen. Cop that merch. But let's get on to the show. Let's get to this Bills Ravens recap. And y'all know how we do it at the OBP. So let me ask y'all this. So we can get into the game. I'm not even going to ask y'all feelings on the game because we won. But Matt, I'm going to go to you first. And if you're in the comments, please give me your answer. Matt, give me 2 things that you going to take from the game and give me 2 things that you going to leave at the game. All right? 2 things you taking from the Bills-Ravens game and 2 things you going to leave at the game. All right?
Well, I guess the first thing I would keep at the game would be, the defense has been buzzing, man. I mean, we've been the beginning of the season, our offense, and even like halfway through, the offense was kind of keeping us there. The offense couldn't really do anything during this game, and the defense just kept it rolling. The thing that I would leave there though, just kind of like our execution wasn't there. It's kind of tying into each other, but our offensive execution wasn't there. We're the best 3rd down team in the NFL all season, and it just didn't seem like we could really get going until that first drive of the second half. So that's what I'm gonna take with that one.
Mike?
Yeah, I would want to. So leaving is like it was bad, and taking away is what it was good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I want to take away our offensive philosophy.
Wow.
Last game.
Okay.
Because y'all know me, man. I come on here every week, right? All week on Facebook, people calling me, people texting me, Antonio Williams. I'm like, listen, a Bills running back won't matter in this game at all. Whether it's Yeldon, whether it's Williams, don't y'all worry about it. I said, if we run the ball at all, I'll be surprised, right? But that's just me and my hyperbole. Oh, Brian Dable deserves a round of applause. Because there's no need to run the ball for 2 yards just to for the other team can see it. Like, I get what people think that, like, if you run the ball, make them think that you're gonna run it. The Ravens wasn't worried about the run game at all. They didn't blitz. They was dropping back in coverage, right? So had that philosophy of we are going to ride. We're gonna ride and die with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and John Brown and Beasley and Davis. We riding with our horses. We're not going to the playoffs and running the ball 25 times just because that's what we're supposed to do. And you heard the analysts going crazy. Oh my God. But if you watch any Bills game this year, we passed the ball. And
let me real quick, Mike. Real quick, and I need you in the comments to help me with this because I'm not necessarily saying that I'm against what we did, but there are a lot of people. Shout out to Martin Luther King. It is Martin Luther King Day. But I did have to go into work, and I went into work today, and the topic of conversation was that the Bills only ran the ball, I believe, 7 times, and about 3 of them was in garbage time, so it really didn't matter. Like, we literally didn't run the ball at all, and a lot of people that I talked to was upset because their sentiment is we can't win a Super Bowl without running the ball, and we need to be a little bit more balanced. I heard things like 60-40 splits, even like a 70-30, because we was 90-10. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tython. We was 90-10. And like I don't know. If you in the comments, please help us out here, because is that the philosophy that we want to take against the Chiefs? You know what I'm saying? So, Mike, you can continue, but I just wanted to throw that out there as devil's advocate, because the reality is that we're putting a lot on Josh Allen. Right? This is his 3rd year, and we literally did not run the ball. Like, he had control of the entire game. We didn't even do really no design runs for him. So it's like, is that something we can go forward and doing, like relying on Josh Allen that much?
Well, let's not get into that yet, right? Because I'm sure that's gonna come up in the Chiefs game plan, right? What we should do against the Chiefs. So I won't talk about that. But last week you told me that Josh Allen should get more money than Patrick Mahomes.
He is going to.
Don't tell me about pressure then. Either you're the guy or you're not. But we can get there, right? We can get there down the line.
Okay.
And what do I want to leave at the game? I mean, not a lot. The weather. Can the wind stay in Buffalo? Right? Because I know. It sounds crazy, right? Right? Because you want the game to be windy because Mahomes try to slow down that passing attack, but that slow us down too. And at this point, can we go to Florida for this game? Can it be 90 degrees? And can we be on a fast turf? Right? That's where the Bills. That's the Bills team to me. And I'm not scared of getting to the shootout with Mahomes. I want it to be a clear sky, good weather, because I think that's the best chance the Bills have to win the game.
Yeah, because Baker was slinging that thing yesterday, and
Oh,
that was looking like a good weather day. I hope that comes up on Sunday too.
Yes, sir.
absolutely. And
My bad. I
uh,
want to add one more thing though too. I want to keep the fans. Like I
I
was
hear
in
you.
attendance, right? 67. When they say 6,700 sounded like the 67,000, they weren't kidding. Like it felt like I was at a regular game, like I've been to in the 9 years that I've had tickets. It felt like a regular game with a packed house. The home opener, it felt just like that, man. And the that sequence where Lamar Jackson, they got like 2 false starts in their own end zone. That was us. Like you could not hear. They couldn't hear a thing. He was going crazy. He was
Silent count.
yeah, he was flipping out on everybody. Like, what is going on? And then obviously they shut us up a couple plays later, getting that 3rd and 23. But that's neither here nor there. Keep the fans. I know I've seen a lot of people already saying they booked the KC flights and got tickets already. I hope we get half of whatever they got their capacity there, because we'll take that stadium over just like we take every other stadium over in the league.
Absolutely. For me, like I think it was a good playoff game, right? It was a good playoff game, and I think that to be a great team, to be honest, I think we need to just move on, right? Like this was a game plan strictly for the Ravens, and we won the game, and let's move on to the next game because we're not playing the Ravens anymore. You know, we're playing a juggernaut. But before we get to the preview of the Ravens Chiefs games, because I mean the Buffalo Bills Chiefs game, because I know that's what y'all want. Let's talk about narratives. Because I was talking about narratives today, you know, moving forward to this game. And a lot of people are talking about, you know, just preview matchups possibly in the Super Bowl, right? You know, we have these 4 teams left. And granted, you know, we have to get past the Chiefs, and you know, there's still 2 games to be played before the Super Bowl. But you know, we hear a lot of chatter about Tampa Bay Bills and how, you know, the Bills are going to play Brady, and we got to get through him. Or you hear about, you know, the Chiefs versus Aaron Rodgers and the Packers and
the All-State game.
State Farm. Yeah, State Farm game, and that was the first Super Bowl, you know, of all time. And all, you know, we hear all these narratives come out a lot during this time. So Matt, I'm coming to you and asking you, like, what's your favorite narrative of this, you know, playoffs and this AFC Championship, NFC Championship? What are you? What's going on in your mind?
Well, I would obviously, I would love to play Tampa Bay and play against Brady to be. I think it would be like the perfect ending for our chapter of doom and gloom, right? We took the Patriots out. We got Belichick out of here. Then I think we stopped Brady from getting that 7th ring, right? And we, you know, I think we defeat him in that final stage. That would be great for everybody who's a Bills fan and who's had to endure Tom Brady for the last 20 years. It's my favorite narrative for sure.
For sure, Mike. What narrative you looking at?
I texted that yesterday about the Bills Brady thing, right? As a Bills fan, that would be almost poetic, right? But I'm gonna step back since Matt said that, and I'm going to be just a football fan. And it's Rodgers versus Mahomes, right? It's the 2 talented quarterbacks that we've seen probably of our lifetime, right? The way they run, the way they can throw on a run, the way how accurate they are.
Why not? Or, my bad. I'm gonna let you finish. My bad.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, and then it's almost like remember LeBron and Kobe when they had the puppets back in the day, and those 2 were supposed to meet in the final, and LeBron didn't make it, and Kobe got, you know, beat Orlando. It's almost like that because you got the Rodgers rate, you got the Mahomes and Otto, and whatever the case, the whole State Farm Bowl, right? We see them on TV every Sunday. I think the casual fan will be looking forward to that game more than the Bills Bucks, right? But for us, that'd be way more sentimental. But just as a casual fan, seeing Mahomes and Rodgers on the same field for a Super Bowl would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. You know, a lot of narratives is floating around, but I did want to talk about, you know, that Tampa Bay Buffalo. But we have a narrative in this game coming up, and this is the preview. I know y'all want to talk about it because I see y'all talking about it in the comments right now. I mean, the comments is going crazy. And we're getting to the game right now. We saw the Chiefs against the Cleveland Browns, and they didn't necessarily wow everybody. It wasn't necessarily a blowout win. They didn't cover the spread. Actually, the spread went down towards the end of the week. And the biggest play that we seen was Pat Mahomes' injury, right? Or if you read the stuff today, no injury. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that he didn't have a concussion, but whatever. So let me ask y'all this, and let me ask the people, how do y'all feel about that play and the whole concussion? Or was it a sense of, Matt, did you want us that when you saw that, like, oh my God, good, we're not going to play him? Or, I don't care, put him in there. I want to, to beat the man, you got to beat the man type of thing. Like how did you feel when that happened, Matt?
Well, I don't know. I guess I was like a 50-50 split. Like, at me as a Super Bills fan, I don't care how we win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like if we get to, quote unquote, get an easy game with Chad Henne at quarterback, then and to get to the Super Bowl, I'm never gonna feel any kind of bad about
Neither.
People saying that down the line. Oh, well, you guys didn't see Mahomes in that AFC Championship, blah blah blah. And then part of me was like, well, I would like to see Mahomes again, just so those guys can get a good game against them. But the thing that kind of bothers me about that injury is that, like, it's something kind of fishy going. Like, I know we were saying it too, like or I don't know if we were saying it, but I was talking about it. They're going to figure out a way to, bypass that concussion protocol. And now they're saying it was a nerve injury when during the game they said he was out for concussion symptoms. So I don't know. Something a little fishy going on with the NFL and that notion of it. But yeah, I was 50-50 split for sure.
Mike?
Yeah, I don't abide by that. The NFL is trying to, sabotage the Bills, so they're gonna let Mahomes play. Right? Josh got a concussion last year versus the Patriots. Ran off the field like he was Superman, and he was coming right back like he had to pee. He didn't come back, but played next week versus the Titans. Right? We see quarterbacks play with have a concussion and come back the very next game. Right? It's just that Bills fans, now that it's our team, and now we think it's a big conspiracy, right? So for me, do I want Mahomes to play? Yes, because I don't want to hear anything is possible from anybody next week. I'm not letting not culture people take anything is possible. That's already been trademarked. That's our thing. I don't need Michael saying it next week. So yeah, I want Mahomes to play, and because I want it to be a good game, and I think the Bills are really good. Yeah. So I'm not looking for Chad Henne to play for him to win. I think we could beat the Kansas City Chiefs with Mahomes. So I would suit up.
I'm with you, and we're gonna go to we do this every show pretty much. Advantages versus disadvantages coming up to this game, and the reality is, for me, the concussion is that's neither here nor there. That will sort out itself. But I think one of the biggest things that I seen was Mahomes' toe is hurt, right? Like he had something wrong with his toe. And every time he threw to the left side, his passes just wasn't accurate at all. So I mean, like, clearly that is a huge advantage for us not having 100% Mahomes. But Matt, like, let's talk about this game. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's get schematically. You know what I'm saying? Because we understand they have a potent offense. Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, the best, tight end in football. They have speedsters everywhere. Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman. I mean, they just come at you in waves. And it just seems like every time that they can just, knock on somebody's door and say, yo, if you want to run the ball, come run for us because you can pop one or two. It just seems like they could get a running back every 5 seconds. So I'm asking everybody in the comments, can you list some advantages and disadvantages to the game? Like, what do you feel, we, as far as the Bills, what is our advantages or disadvantages? Like, what are you not too sure about? And Matt, I'm going to go to you first.
So, I mean, obviously our advantages are our wide receiver group, their secondary. I mean, Baker Mayfield seemed like he was throwing the ball, doing whatever he wanted yesterday. What was a couple mistakes, that Higgins fumble through the end zone, and just a lot of unlucky plays that that would have kept them a lot closer or would have potentially won them the game. Our offense is just, I think that our offense is leaps and bounds better, or our wide receiver group is leaps and bounds above their secondary. And the disadvantages, is kind of on the same side as like our linebacker core, or there's nobody really on the field that can match up with Kelce. and then there's nobody on the field with the speed to match up with Hill. So I think they're going to go with the same type of thing we've been doing all year, the bend but don't break, right? So, we're the best team and not giving up big plays. We're not going to give up bombs or anything crazy like that. And then we bring it home in the red zone, right? So I think we're going to keep that same mentality going forward that we tried to do in the first game, but our run defense was just atrocious and we let them run all over us. So it didn't really work as well as we wanted to.
So let me ask you this, Matt. Because against the Ravens, I know this is a new game. We played, we just played zone because obviously we had to worry about the rushing of Lamar Jackson. I think we did a pretty good job with that.
We did.
And with Mahomes being whatever, he had a head injury and his toe hurting. Granted, this is for all the marbles. So I don't think Andy Reid is going to hold any punches back, right? Like if he's going to use Mahomes, he's going to use Mahomes. But, we would think he has to be some type of, little leery because I just paid him $500 million, so they can't just throw Mahomes out there. So, Matt, do you think we should man up with them? Should T. White go on Tyreek Hill? Is that a matchup we're looking forward to seeing? Or should we put T. White on Travis Kelce and try to stop him? Because at the end of the day, we paid Tre'Davious White for this game. This is what he's paid for. We didn't give him all that money just to check Bobo on the street. We gave him that money because when we play against the elite talent, we need you to take somebody or take an entire side of the field off. So I'm asking the people out there, how do y'all feel about this, right? What should we do schematically?
I can't say that I'm looking for anybody to be able to cover Tyreek Hill one-on-one. So that notion of it, no, I'm not looking for them to man up. I'm definitely looking for safety help over the top because he's the fastest player in football for a reason. Okay. And also I want to point out one of the plays in the game that really scared me was the Hollywood Brown bomb that Lamar Jackson missed. He smoked Trey White. So it's like that. Those kind of plays is like Tyreek Hill and Pat Mahomes. They don't miss those plays. That's a 60, 70-yard touchdown. That's 7 points right there. So no, I'm not looking for them to go one-on-one. I'm definitely looking for, like I said, like the same kind of the bend but don't break mentality. We'll play some zone, give up some shorter plays, then we tighten it up in the red zone. Definitely going to blitz them a lot more. But you can't blitz too many because they do have just as many weapons as we do on the offensive side.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Mike, and Matt talked about the defense. We talked about some coverages and I want to ask a couple more questions about that as well. But Mike, if you can, because you're very offensive minded, you want us to just throw the ball every down. So Mike, what is our advantage against the Chiefs defense, right? We saw that Baker Mayfield was able to move the ball with B+ receivers, and granted, Cole Beasley is hurt. We have to be honest about that. Gabriel Davis, I think he has some nagging stuff. Mike, what should we do? Should we try to establish the run, or should we just let Josh Allen throw the ball 50 times and say, go ahead and beat Mahomes?
My thing with that question is, how many games have we won with establishing the run?
None.
The one versus the Patriots,
I
think, is the only game, right? So we've been playing 18 games, and now we still want to establish the run to try to win. Listen, passing the ball is our bread and butter, right? The Chiefs defense, I think about Pro Football Outsiders, DVOA, the Chiefs is ranked 22, right? The Bills is ranked 12. Our advantage is that we have, probably a significantly better defense than them. Mm-hmm. At least by the statistics I go by, right? So my advantage is you have to, hopefully you score on them every time.
Okay.
And you can stop Mahomes a couple of times, right? You have to go in there with the thought of, we have to outdo Mahomes. That's what Rad just said. Josh had to outdo Mahomes. The game that they lost to the Raiders, I think Derek Carr had like 400-something yards passing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
The Raiders had 40-something points, right? And they lost 2 games. The last game don't count because nobody played. Right. The one game they lost is when they got outscored. We seen people try to limit the score against the Bills. Eventually, Josh get enough possessions to beat you. You have to go out there and score versus Mahomes. And I think Dable, I think he's been saving plays. I think when we played them last time, I wouldn't be shocked if they held some stuff back with the thought that we might see them again. I think we pull out all the tricks for this game in hopes of getting to the Super Bowl, and then we'll figure out, what to do then. but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple of trick plays this game.
I agree because I'm calling for trick plays. But let me ask y'all this, and let me ask the people. Oh my God! And shout out to my guy Dave Rappel, one of the best coaches in the world. I love you, Rap. I got you, man. But so let me say this. Let me say this. Yeah, shout out to Rap. But hush tech. If y'all know. But let me ask the people because Matt knows this, and we have a theme on this podcast. We talk about Bills players and we get them to play well. And I believe the person that I got to play well was, yours truly, Jerry Hughes. He had the best game of his entire life. I was telling somebody that I think Jerry Hughes literally played, or he had one of the best days of his life. I don't know if he had children, but it's probably next to that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, like, Jerry Hughes had an amazing game. So I want to ask the people. Do y'all think we're gonna have another game like that from Jerry Hughes, or just the defensive line? Like should we send pressure on Mahomes because we have a Mahomes who is not 100%? Should Leslie Frazier dial up the pressure? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking because inquiring minds want to know. Should we send AJ Klein? Should we send Milano? Should we send Tyron Johnson on a corner blitz every once in a blue? What should we do? Should we just sit back in a zone and in coverage and just hope Mahomes don't pick us apart? How do y'all feel in the comments? And Matt, I'm gonna go to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think Jerry knows that he's getting to the end of his career, right? So he knows that this is his time right now, where I personally love Jerry Hughes. Like I think he's been great for us since we signed him. He was definitely a great value in the trade, and he's been doing well ever since. So I absolutely think I don't think he's going to keep his foot off the gas, especially this being this close to the dance. You know what I mean? I think he's going to come out crazy. And then as far as the blitzing, we are one of the most blitz heavy teams in the league. I don't think that's going to change. Milano, guys like Tyron Johnson, they're going to be coming all day. I think Leslie Frazier is going to draw up some very creative stuff, and he's going to give his best showcase to be a head coach next year.
Okay. Are you going to address it, Mike?
Oh, what, Mills?
Yes.
The big game for Josh Norman?
Yes. We apologize, y'all. I don't know what Mills is talking about in the comments. I don't know why he thinks that Josh Norman's gonna have a big game, but that's neither here nor there. Whatever. Anything's possible. You're right. Anything's possible. But
I have no reason to think Josh Norman's going. Well, you can see it. What do you mean? Why? All right, we gotta go there. We gotta go there.
Listen, I appreciate Patrick in the comments. I do agree. I think Leslie Frazier, and I'm gonna just say it right because it's the elephant in the room. I think the Eagles' job and the Houston job is out there. And Leslie Frazier has been linked to the Eagles' job, right? We've seen that. And I think honestly, if Leslie Frazier wants the job, then he's going to have to show up, right? This game, like I'm like exotic blitzes, exotic coverages. I don't want him to leave, but I'm saying he like if he wants that job, he's going to have to do something.
We went out saying that about Brian Dable. Brian Dable getting a job will not depend on how well he.
No, I don't think it. I think the Baltimore game that we just played was Leslie Frazier's game, and I'm a head coach. I'm going to be a head coach of whatever job is open next year. That if you just play that tape of that game, the defense held everything together for us to. We took the whole second half to score. Till the whole second half to score and do anything. The defense had to hold down the reigning MVP and probably the best. Yeah, they held him in the pocket. He did everything perfectly, I thought.
True, but I listen, and I don't like playing devil's advocate all the time. Mm-hmm. But like the Ravens got inside of the 30 more than 5 times, and they missed field goals. Granted, that's a part of the game. I agree. I agree, but that's
9 points. Okay,
no. But what I'm saying is, Pat Mahomes normally scores. Right.
Their red zone offense is not great. We saw, we talked about that before the Denver game. That it's not great.
I agree, but they do put points up in most situations. So do we.
So do Baltimore.
Yeah,
I'm not giving that. Baltimore points a game.
We don't have to litigate that. Baltimore put 20 points up against Tennessee. They have the worst defense of all time historically. So I knew Baltimore sucked. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. I want to bring this up because I know everybody's thinking about this. I was a quarterback. People may not know, but Josh Allen against Pat Mahomes, right? I think that's what we have to talk about. And the reality is Pat Mahomes just got paid $500 million, right? Josh Allen, and I said this earlier, Josh Allen will get paid more than Pat Mahomes this offseason. It's just a fact. We just have to get ready for it. And let me say this, please like and share this, let the people see this. But Mike, I wanna ask you this. Who has the advantage, right? And people in the comments, please let us know who has the advantage between Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen.
We talking skill or like the players around?
I'm talking about
everything?
Sunday at 6:30. Who has the advantage?
Oh, I mean, come on, man. It's besides right, minus the concussion or him being choked out, right? People said that the dude choked him and messed up a nerve, and that's why he was wobbly. But saying he's come back, head is all clear. Toe is good enough where it's not. He can still move and he's effective. Right, it's obviously Patrick Mahomes. One, he's at home, right? So that's already an advantage. Two, he has Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. He has like 2 Stephon Diggs on his team.
Okay.
Right, that's almost unstoppable. Kelce was killing them yesterday. Like him and Tyreek Hill, every time Tyreek Hill touched the ball, he almost could have scored, right? So that's the type of offense that he has, plus the receivers that he have, the super fast. Sammy didn't even play. I don't know if he's playing this week or not. Right, and he has Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, which I'm still putting them above our coaches. Right, Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid are still better offensive minds as a team, better than McDermott and Dable. So obviously, Mahomes has the advantage when it comes to offense.
Mike, I'm not gonna lie to you. People is going crazy in the comments at that statement, but it's okay. It's okay. Cause let me ask y'all this: since y'all going crazy, and shout out to Tim Brown in the comments, pastor here in the city. That's my guy. He said something. He's a Patriots fan, so if y'all in the comments, please talk everything. Please just go crazy on him. But Matt, let me pose this question to you, and I want y'all to answer in the comments as well, because we've seen this story before, right? Russell Wilson. They paid Russell Wilson, and they can't really keep a good team around him, right? We've seen this story before. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes. Yeah. Do y'all believe that we should pay Josh Allen? Because if that is the case, then Josh Allen has to reset the market for quarterbacks, right? Like he had an MVP caliber season. He made literally, if you look, I think it was a stat out there. He's had the best, sort of turnaround in NFL history, according to analytics. So it's like, should we just drop the bag for Josh and sort of, neglect the other parts of the team? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Is he worth it?
Well, I think that he'd be worth it. I think that we do it, but I don't think that Josh Allen is going to cripple the team with his contract. I think he's watched Brady do this over the years. He's going to get paid a lot of money, but it's going to be very team friendly to where he can guys around him to get paid. Because other people got to get paid. I think if Josh wants to be here, he gets the bigger picture. He gets the process. He's not going to take that kind of money to cripple the team. He's going to get paid. Obviously, it's not going to be a bigger contract than Mahomes, but they'll definitely take care of him, and he'll get what he deserves. But I don't think he's going to want to take as much that much to ruin everything that they've built thus far.
Mike?
No, he should not get paid as much as Mahomes because there's no reason for him to get that paid that much money. He hasn't had the career that Mahomes had so far, so I don't see why he would.
But that's not. But you do realize that's not how they pay quarterbacks, though.
I know. But,
okay.
Well, we are talking about something different, right? It's not like Stafford is the highest paid quarterback.
But he was. He was.
I know what I'm saying, though. Mahomes is so far away from everybody that for you to pay him more than him.
If Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl, we should give him more than Mahomes.
No, I'm still not giving him more than Mahomes.
Wow.
I wouldn't. I would pay him, right? I guess if he's saying I want more than Mahomes or I'm walking,
you have to.
Then you have to, right? Yeah. But I don't think Josh is that vain, right? That's what I would do.
What are we talking about?
That's what I would do. But I don't think Josh.
He has a cotton farm in Wyoming, and he's not vain. right, what do we do? No, shout out to Josh. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Josh. I just had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
I know.
No, preach. You know me. I think players to get their money. I think Josh should try and get the highest paid contract if he win the bowl.
Okay.
But if I'm Brandon Beane, I'm saying Mahomes got 3 years of this. He's a league MVP and he won a Super Bowl already. If Josh just want to come to me just with a Super Bowl and not having the accolades of a Mahomes, I'm telling him, like, come on, Josh.
I hear you.
Yeah. The question is, should he get a bigger contract or just the same contract? He absolutely should.
Okay.
Mahomes been great for 3 years in the MVP.
We're talking the importance to this team, to this franchise.
Yes,
is the same importance of or better than Patrick Mahomes. I'm not gonna argue that with you. That's the truth.
I agree. I don't know what
he
like
should. If the question was, should he get that? Absolutely. Will he get that, or will he do that to the team? I don't believe he will.
Well, y'all and I, we differ on what somebody has done and what they are worth versus what somebody else has done, and if they are worth the same. I'm not saying that he won't get the same.
Yeah.
But is he worth it? Like, when Tom Brady should have been paid the highest paid quarterback. And I think we all could agree with that. Just because he wasn't doesn't mean that that he, Stafford was not. It was never better than him because he got the same amount of money or more money. Josh may get it, but he should not get Mahomes' money by what he did. Josh had a great season, but we talking about 17 games here. Mahomes been great for 3 years.
Let me say this, Mama Coaster. I really want to get into that. I do. She asked, what other players are getting money? And listen. When we win the Super Bowl, we're going to have a few wrap-up shows, right? We're going to talk about Bill. So don't listen. We're going to have all those conversations. But for the sake of the one we're having right now, let's do this because we generally want to keep it at an hour show. So let me say this because we're about to get predictions, and we need everybody in the comments to put down your predictions. We need everybody in the comments to put down your predictions for the score of the game, for your prediction for the score of the game. But before we do that, I go to Matt. Matt, I need 2 keys to success for us to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I need 2 keys for success.
You know what? Before we do that, though, I'm gonna shout out somebody else in our joint.
Absolutely.
Tia Estelle. She supports the podcast. She has her own Bills podcast on another day called Not Your Average Podcast. You want to check that out? She'll give you the times and stuff in the comments, or you can go check out her page. But I'm not bad. Give me the keys to winning this game, though. That was the question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So the keys to winning this game, are to keep the same formula, bend but don't break. If we're not gonna stop the Chiefs' offense. We're gonna we can slow them down though. We want to kind of have the same blueprint. They get down to the red zone. We want to turn 7s into 3s, right? If we can do that, we can definitely outscore the Chiefs because I think their defense cannot hang with our offense at all. That's one key. And then just get to Mahomes early. It's very tough to get him under pressure. He's the same. He is the greatest, if not he's the greatest quarterback in the league, right? So. We're not gonna be able to get to him and frazzle him too much, but just kind of try to get to him and make him make some crazy decisions. Make him, if he is hurt, make him do stuff that he's uncomfortable doing with that toe, and just kind of try to force him into some bad plays. I was kind of stumbling with that one, but that's my second key.
No, I agree. Right. It is. I think it switched it up on Mahomes. Never let him know what's coming. Similar to like the Saints got after him. The Miami, I got him like the 3-4 turnovers, right? Look at those games, see what they did. Also, right, it'd be great if we could get after him with 4. Almost like the Giants and what they did in a Super Bowl versus Tom Brady, right? If you could get after him with 4 and drop 7, so you get in pressure and you have coverage, that'd be ideal. I don't know if Jerry, Addison, Trent Murphy did. He had a good game. Trent had a good game. He had like
there was people around us that give him a medal. I think the one time Lamar tried to stop and juke him, and he froze him up for like a 3 or 4 yard loss. It was great, man.
Yeah, exactly. So right, if we could get pressure with 4 some kind of way, if Leslie and them could scheme it up to get pressure with the 4 and drop to 7, I think that's the best case scenario. We can see. And then our offense, man, the key is to score. I see Jacob, your brother, is
shout out.
Talk about time of possession. Shout out to Jacob.
Yeah, shout out Eli Ali, y'all.
I'm not doing that, man. I'm not here to play keep away and run the ball with Yeldon and Singletary 30 times to try to keep Mahomes off the field. Like, right, if we want to be efficient and get first down after first down, 7 yards, 8 yards, and we kill the clock that way while we are moving. But I'm not looking to just get 2-3 second runs and then take the shot clock all the way down to 0 like the Colts was doing. I'm not looking to play that game. Either we on their level or we aren't. And if y'all want to tell me Josh about to get Mahomes' contract, if y'all telling me McDermott is a great coach, if y'all telling me Dabo should get a job, Leslie should get a job, we paid Trey White, we got all these great players, and let's line up. Let's line up, let's roll the ball out, and let's go play football. And let's say at our best, we feel like we better than y'all at y'all best. And that's what I'm hoping that we do Sunday.
Appreciate it. And let me say this. Thank you for all your comments on that. Like, y'all was in there. And again, Matt said, shout out to TSL. We support Not Your Average Podcast in the 716. She said on Thursday it dropped. So, go check that out as well. We support, our people definitely in the 716. But let me say this also, because we're about to give score predictions. And we're going to open up the contest again. But before we do that, let's do this real quick. We got merch. We got the pack coming in. We said it earlier. El Chapo, El Jefe, El Dente. They just sent it over. We got it over the wall. Shout out 45 going out. So they taking down the wall. But nonetheless, listen, y'all see the merch up there. I got it up there. You see that cake right there. Shout out Tasteful Occasions. Our guy, Aaron, is making the cakes right now. If you want it, hit him up. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up.
I hope Aaron's not making the cakes. I hope it's Sean.
Yeah. His wife to be. She's doing the cakes. So if y'all want a cake, you can order that cake. You can. And also, I got the merch up as well. We got hoodies. We got them in gray. We got them in black. The pack coming in.
Yeah, we got crew necks coming in this week. We got select sizes of everything. They're going. The pre-orders are already in. They go fast.
Absolutely.
A lot of people missed out. I want.
Hey, kids.
We got a little slight amount of kids too. We're trying to sprinkle that in too, so we can just inquire about it. We may have it for you.
Absolutely. And to that person who's asking for hats and masks, just hold off. You know what I'm saying? Hold off. Listen.
Hopefully we don't have to do the masks, man. We've been getting away from that, being hopeful
absolutely.
That the pandemic is going to be over. So we've been trying to stay away from the masks.
Listen, if you watch any of the good movies, you know what I'm saying, the Narcos movies, you know that you generally want to stick to one thing to sell. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? When you got your hand in too many things, that's when things go awry.
That verse of find your portfolio only good in stock.
Yeah.
You want to keep your hands in too many.
Yeah, not 2 packs, one pack. But listen. Here go the contest, Matt. Introduce the contest to the people because we giving out stuff, man. You know what I mean? We giving stuff away.
Yep. So we're gonna do it just like last week, man. We've been running this contest the same for the last couple of weeks. What you're gonna do is we're gonna post this clip that we're doing right now. It's gonna be a contest. We posted it a little late last week. Apologize for that. But so you're gonna predict the score of this week's Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills game. And as a tiebreaker, you're gonna post the total passing yards for the Buffalo Bills. And what you're going to do after you do your prediction, you're going to tag 2 people, try to get them involved. We're giving away for first place, we're giving away one of our Overdue Bills black t-shirts. For second place, we have our fabulous sponsor. We're giving away a $30 gift card to Wing Kings. So get in that contest, man. Share it, like it. We want so many people in this thing. It's open for Facebook and Instagram. So
absolutely.
Let people know, man. Let them try to get in and win.
For sure. Definitely get in and win, man. Our guy Chuck, from Tech, he won it. What's up?
We got Sean. We got a third place this week. She's gonna give a cake away to some lucky winner. So hey.
Listen. You see it. Listen. We got 3 things. She says she's giving a cake away. Shout out to Tasteful Occasions. Whatever you need, Shot got it. You know what I'm saying? And hurry up and get it in, because they got a little thing in the oven right now. If you see what I'm doing, they got a little thing in the oven. So get it in, because you do not want Rad making your cake. So get it in right now so you can get it before the oven. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I was there one day when Rad was supposed to watch a cake for Sean.
Yeah, burnt up.
Well.
Yeah, I was there too. Yeah, burnt up. Yeah, it burnt up. But hold on. Listen, we about to give our score predictions, and we still want y'all to like and share this because we still want people to look at the replay as well. But I just saw it in the comments. I gotta address it. Stro, you gotta stop talking right now. If anybody know, star basketball player for Hutch Tech, #1. If you know, you know. And I taught Strug all he knows on that court. He knows that. But Matt, I need your score predictions. I need your
Strug, hit me up for that gray hoodie this week. I know you wanted it last week. I got you.
Definitely hit us up. Listen, hit us up.
Score.
Pre-order right now. I'm sorry, pre-order right now. Yep. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Overdue Bills. Or text us if y'all got our number. Pre-order right now for the Bills hoodies. We got y'all right now. We got crew necks. Yep. We still got a few shirts. So just hit us up. Matt, what's your score?
Yep. Score prediction is going to be 31-28 Bills.
Ooh. Oh my God, Matt, 31.
Matt. Yeah, Matt.
Listen.
I gotta stay consistent.
That's sauce right there. That's Matt's sauce.
Over 30 should win us a game every week. That's my philosophy. I'm rolling with it.
I hope
since the beginning of the season.
I hope Matt playing that number. I don't play numbers, but if you do, Matt keep throwing that 31 out there.
31. I know. Yeah. Powerball. For me. I mean, I'm about to get killed.
Oh, my God.
I'm about to get killed. But it's all good, right? Y'all know me. I'm here to tell y'all the truth. I'm not here to tell y'all what y'all want to hear. I'm here to tell you what I really, really think. And the Chiefs different, y'all.
Oh, here you go.
Are different. Listen, the Chiefs are different. No, I mean, they were 14-2. The Chiefs are different, right? So I want the Bills to win. I'm hoping that the Bills will win. I will be rooting for the Bills to win. But if I was a betting man, I would bet the Chiefs will win 34-28.
Okay, let's do this, people. All right, y'all can't see Mike. Oh, listen. We apologize. No, I hear you, Mike. I mean, you just putting the score.
Rad said 30-28, but he put no teams that won. Rad, who won that game?
Listen, I don't know what's going on. But Mike tripping. Mike is tripping. But you know, we apologize. We apologize. We do apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? I got the score. I'm gonna be honest. I got the score 26. Matt just left, everybody. I don't know what happened. Matt just left the show. But it's all good though. Matt just left the show. But I got 26-21 Buffalo Bills. 26-21 Buffalo Bills. And shout out to all of y'all, you know what I'm saying, that's on the show. We want you to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page, Overdue Bills. Go on the website. Listen, we still looking for writers. We still looking for writers on our website. Matt left, and yeah, it just got a little crazy, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm
getting killed right now, Preach.
Yeah, you getting killed. I know you are, because you bugged out. But listen.
If the Bills is playing the 85 Bears that want me to pick them, regardless of who the Bills play, I have to say they're going to win. I'm sorry, kill me. You hit me in the DM. I know where I'm at.
Listen,
Matt had to get off. Matt couldn't take it. He left like I left in the group chat.
Remember them regular days when there wasn't more watch.
Absolutely, we all good though.
I'm feeling like everyone platinum.
Listen. We're going to get up the show. We appreciate everybody for being on. And listen, we out. But every time we end the show, we end with a little, hey.
Hey.
Get the merch.